What is going on, guys? Bitmex is here, founder and creator of Bitcoin's Pulse Club system, with another edition of Today in Crypto show. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope that you are having a fun and awesome time with your family and your friends, and I really wish you all 2019 to be the best year of your lives, with lots of prosperity, fun, love, joy, and happiness. And today we're going to discuss what is going on in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, some of the latest news. We'll give some review of 2018, what are the major developments were, and I'm going to start with how to identify bottoms and tops for Bitcoin, because this is really important, because this is where all the major money is being made. When you know how to get in at the bottoms, when you know how to get out at the tops, this is where the smart money are making all of its money, where the dumb money is losing, where people have been buying, for example, at the peaks close to the tops, and they're selling at the bottoms. They're losing almost all of their money. That's the typical investors in the space, and you want to avoid that. You want to understand how to win this game and how to identify, to the best of your ability, tops and bottoms. And nobody can identify 100%, as I'll share with you in a moment, where exactly is the top, where exactly is the bottom. But you want to get as close as you possibly can, because this is crucial to you making a lot of money in the space, in the crypto space. We'll also talk about what happened this year, what patterns are we seeing from the technical standpoint. So let's get started. What we are seeing today, the market cap stays relatively at the same level today at $128 billion. It has two double bottoms at about $100 billion. When it reached $100 billion, it got rejected. We're seeing volume right now is way higher than it used to be throughout the whole year of 2018. This is a weekly chart of Bitcoin, and the last couple of weeks we're seeing a lot of volume coming, a lot of volatility, a lot of moves are happening. There are a lot of moves right now, both to the upside and to the downside. So for those who are trading, that's enormous. That's great opportunities for trading, making lots of money, both on the top, both on the bottom. This year has been the opposite of last year. Last year we were going up and up and up almost pretty much all of the year, and this year we've been going and consolidating, going down and down most of the year, right? So looking at the macro perspective, how to identify tops and bottoms, we gotta take a look at the bigger time frames, and the weekly and the monthly time frames, and look for something that is called divergence. Okay, now what is divergence? Basically, when we see a price of an asset, and it happens in all markets, when we see a price of an asset going in one way, but another technical indicator like RSI, relative strength index, is showing something different, a different trend, then we have divergence. And it's best to identify on a bigger time frames, looking not at the trees, looking at the entire forest on the bigger time frames, on a weekly and monthly, and see what is going on with the trend. And for example, right here back in 2013, we've seen Bitcoin reached all the way from, it was $5 to $265, and we had an RSI of about 98%, which is insane, right? From that point, Bitcoin went down, and this was a move down of about 67%, right? So the market reacted 75% even. And then we had another move on the upside, and look at this, the price right here, the price was way higher at this point. It reached $1,100, right? Much higher than $170 over here. But look at the RSI, okay? If you look at the RSI, from this point over here to this point over here, it actually went down, right? It went down. It is a lower point. So that is divergence. The price went up from here to here, right? And from the RSI, this is the indicator. If you go here and type in RSI, relative strength index, it was actually going down on the weekly. Does it make sense? So that's a clear sign, guys, that, you know, time to get the heck out. And then the price was going, it started a bear market right here in December 2013, and the price was going down and down and down throughout 2014, and then even in 2015 a little bit started to consolidate. But throughout the entire 2014, the price went down by about 84%, kind of similar to what we are having right now in 2018, that the price went down throughout this year of 2018. So that's one example of a divergence. Another example is on the opposite side, when the price is going down, and here on the RSI you're seeing higher lows, right? When the price is doing something, one, it has lower lows and going down, but here you have higher lows and higher highs on the RSI. That's a divergence, okay? So what we're seeing right now on Bitcoin, we had this huge descending triangle pretty much all this year, that it kept like 5 or 6 times touching the $6,000 level, and it kept getting down and down and down and down, and ultimately in mid-November it broke down, and at 45% was a severe move down over here the last 30 days with huge volume, and then we tried back right up with huge volume over here. This is how the bull market starts. We need to have a lot of volume in order for it to start. However, right now we are pretty close to the bottom. There is no single indicator and no single person that can be 100% sure and saying this is the bottom, which touched the bottom, $3,100. This is a definite bottom. It could be the bottom for Bitcoin. It could be that we'll never again reach this point of $3,100. On the other hand, we could dive lower than that and go over this another descending triangle just like this and slide over here, and then eventually break down on the downside, okay, reaching 2,500 or even $1,000. And that's where we're going to watch closely and see on a weekly time frame, because it takes weeks, guys, you know. Are we going to fall lower on the RSI, or are we going to be higher? So let's say that the price does like this and it goes down to this level, but the RSI actually goes up, all right, and on a weekly time frame, and it is right there. If this is the case, then this will be the bottom, you know, and then from that point we'll consolidate, and then boom, and then the next move will be even higher, you know, to the 30, 40, $50,000 for Bitcoin. It will be a violent one. Of course, this is months. We're talking about months. It can consolidate for 3, 4, 5 months, and then over the next 2 years will be the bull market. That's how market cycles go. It goes up, then it goes down. It goes up, then it goes down. So the key here is to identify the market cycles and identify as closely as you can the tops and the bottoms. And of course, those who are trading, this is the macro level view of this. If we take a look at the daily and the hourly, there's lots of opportunities on the daily and the hourly to actually make a lot of profits in trading, right? When you're both longing and shorting Bitcoin, the volume and the volatility is up. For example, this move is a 30% move on the upside. It's twice that we reached this point of 4,200, and we have been rejected this. This is most likely due to the news of Bitmex firing and intending to fire 50% of its staff, of its employees, and we had this sell-off. So right now there is several scenarios that can happen. One is we're going to continue moving down this this descending triangle, just like this, going down and then going up, going down and then going up, and then eventually we're going to break yet again on the downside and call it the bottom. The other scenario is that we are going to have some significant volume and we are going to break through those resistances of 4,500 and 5,000 and even $6,000 and start a phase that will precede the next bull run that will take us eventually higher than $20,000, because this is what you need to understand. The fundamentals are better than they were in 2015. We have a better infrastructure, we have a better awareness, we have a better technology, and all those institutional investors are going to come in 2019 in higher quantities and invest lots more money into the crypto space. And one of those projects, one of those startups can be like the Sky. They're going to change everything, bring a lot of people into the crypto world and affect the entire market with it. Okay, so it's definitely something to look forward to. Bitcoin has been declared dead this year in 2018 90 times. You know, and Bitcoin is not dead, guys. Bitcoin is thriving. Bitcoin is getting more and more attention, actually, and more popular. So all of these guys and the economists who are declaring Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is going to go to zero, and all of that stuff, it's actually not true. If you take a look at what Harvard is doing, what Yale is doing, they're investing into Bitcoin and into cryptocurrencies. It's just people are freaking out. When people are saying, hey, it's time to get out, when it's time to sell, people are panicking, the whole market sentiment is very low. That's the point, hey, now is the time to buy. Okay, on the other side, where everybody is hyped up, everybody is saying, wow, Bitcoin is going to the moon, and in the midst of all of this hyped up emotions and euphoria, like we had in the last months of 2017, that's how it's time to get out of Bitcoin, because it's heading down. And you can see it also on a weekly time frame. You can see it, where we are on the RSI right there in 2017. We kept this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times here above 70%. It was actually above 90% over here. 80%, it touched 90% once, it touched 90% twice. Okay, so investing here in this area is extremely risky, because we already had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the upside. So it couldn't sustain itself, and we're talking about the whole year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6, like 6 moves on the upside. So watch this and learn from this over the next bull run, as something similar is going to happen. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves like this. It's called Elliott waves. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Okay, when the bull market will start. So watch for this. We're talking about months, right? It's a weekly chart, so that's all like months long. So it's a bigger time frame, it's a bigger perspective, but this is what you need to take a look at. And yes, last year, 31st of December 2017, we're in a totally different place. We had Bitcoin at 13,000, Ripple at $2, Ethereum at $720, Bitcoin Cash at 2,400. It was a different place than we are seeing right now. So what happened in 2018? Mostly we had an introduction of a lot of projects into this space, and I believe this crash, just like PwC Crypto is saying, it cleared out the noise. It cleared out all of those immature or businesses and startups in the crypto space that were in for the money and not in for the change, and it just wiped them out. And just like in the .com phase where the strong companies like Amazon, they stay alive, they thrive. You know, the crypto space, the strong projects are going to stay, and they're going to thrive and succeed in 2019 and beyond. We're going to see more clarity in regulation in 2019. Lots of stuff happened. ETF got delayed, so we still wait for the ETF to come in next year, hopefully. Bitcoin Cash and its fork created some terrible turbulence in the markets last months, and all this saga and drama around Bitcoin Cash. Overall, the Coinbase custody services and the other big companies like Bakkt and its preparation, the Nasdaq and its preparation for serving the institutional investors, the next year will be characterized way more by the institutional investment and all this money that will flow into the markets. So while we are here, you know, sliding kind of along this channel and seeing where is the bottom, we're going to watch closely where this line is going. Are we going to see any diversions here on the weekly time frame or not, and where the true bottom is going to be? In either case, it's very good to take advantage of trading and to make money on the way up or to make money on the way down. And we teach it all inside our Crypto Trading Millionaires membership, and we are doing it with our hedge fund. So until the end of the year, guys, you have a chance, you have an opportunity to be part of our family and be part of our Crypto Trading Millionaires members, and join our Bitcoin's Wealth Club done for you hedge fund with a 50% discount on Crypto Trading Millionaires using the discount code Christmas 2018. And being part of our membership will give you access to live weekly trading coaching that we are doing every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, sometimes at 3 p.m. Eastern time. You have a full course already recorded with 30 plus video lessons. You have all the time trading signals in Telegram. You have our support group, and we have our done for you hedge fund. So if you want to trade yourself or you want us to trade for you, we're updating you about all the trades, and we are sharing 60% of the profits with the members. So now is the time to take advantage of this until the end of the year, until January 1st. You have this discount will be active at 50% discount on Christmas 2018. Simply grab your membership, whether it's monthly or 6 months or a year, and simply click on it. And then on the next page, you'll simply click here to enter a discount code and apply it just like this, and it will lower it right here, lower your membership in 50%. So definitely take advantage of this. And today on Wednesday, we're going to have another webinar at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll share what's going on right now, what trades are we doing in cryptocurrencies themselves, and give you guidance and tips, and what do you do for yourself, how do you trade, how to take advantage and crush this market. Hopefully you're going to join us on this training, and hopefully have a fantastic day, and happy new year and Merry Christmas. So we'll definitely do some more live trainings. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and I'll